Good morning and welcome to Love Every Moment, coming to you today from Mitchell, South Dakota. Today's verse is 1 Peter 1:9, attaining as the outcome of your faith the salvation of your souls. So this is a period on a pretty long sentence that Peter gives us, and it has a whole lot of things in it. The fact that we're going under trials and we have to have faith through that, the faith and the hope to know that there's going to be the reward at the end, the salvation of our souls. And here we go, obtaining as the outcome of your faith the salvation of your souls. But where I was really meditating today was on this part of the outcome of your faith. And I want to be very careful because faith is involved, but we still don't earn anything. So let me go back to a really classic cross-reference and look at this again. So let's have a look here. Ephesians 2:8. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of God. So even the faith is not your own, even that is the gift of God. But just in case that wasn't enough, verse 9, not as a result of works, so that anyone can boast. So we can't boast by saying, it's my faith that saved me. Now faith is involved, but I did not earn salvation through my faith. So how does that work then? Well, let's think about a couple of things, and I'm going to bring it together. And this is going to look like I'm going off on rabbit trails, but trust me, I'm bringing it together. So first of all, when we are little kids, we think of this fantasy world in something like Peter Pan, where we say, I do believe in fairies, I do, and we think that that's what believing is. And then we become Christians and we kind of adopt that mindset where if I believe hard enough, I'll get what I want, salvation or money or a job, as long as I believe hard enough. And so I go through this, I believe, and it's really the same thing. And I'm sure you would agree, that can't be the faith that Christianity is talking about, that we just, somehow believe hard enough. I mean, what does this look like in practicality? The second thing I'll mention is 2 days ago I was at this museum and they had a copy of a book from a World War II fighter pilot, and it was called God is My Co-Pilot. And I know that might sound pleasant and everything else, but it's really bad Christianity. God is not the co-pilot. Definitely God is supposed to be the pilot. And then some of us may say, well then God is my pilot and I'm the co-pilot. I'm going to even suggest that's not quite right, because God is supposed to be 100% in charge, and we are supposed to be nothing more than a passenger in our own lives, and He is to run our lives. He is to do everything. And if I reach over and fiddle with the steering wheel or the controls or anything, I'm going to screw up my own life. Even though it's my life, the best thing I can do is hands off and everything else. So now, to bring this together, the faith, I believe, that is mentioned here is that faith to let God be the pilot. Or I usually use the car metaphor instead of the plane metaphor. Let Him be the driver, and I scooch over to the passenger seat, and I am just a passenger enjoying the ride as I can trust Him to run this car, take this trip correctly. And that means the faith in action is me surrendering every part of my life. Lord, I surrender my money to you. I surrender my RV to you. I surrender my politics to you. I surrender my diet to you. I surrender my sexuality to you. I surrender my dreams to you. I surrender all of this to you and let you drive it the way you want. And that is the faith that is going to result in our salvation, as today's verse says. And what glorious salvation that's going to be, because it's the way He wants it. So let's choose to love every moment, because then we're going to love every moment. I'm your average wretch. Hope you have a great week.